Welcome to the Real CP Show. I'm your host, CP. And today's topic, this particular Black woman, human smuggled for border breaking illegal immigrant type personnel. And she was used like a pawn. Yes. She was used as a pawn. Now look at this image and look at the words on this image. I got played by border breakers. My go-to, I am strong and independent Black woman game. Quietness now. I only do that mostly toward the Black males, the ones that have a low confidence and put themselves below me. How true that is, with small exceptions. But when it comes down to this type topic right here, oh, you best believe she knew her place then. And what an insult to the American Black ancestors on this. The ones that fought against this anti-American, Black American hatred that's still going on for centuries. And the nerve of this particular type Black woman, again, I'm not talking about some of the good Black women out there. It's dwindling because the Anglo Feminism system has infected quite a number of the Sisterhood of Chaos members. Now, the thing about it on this situation, because this is going to be a real short show, it is the insultingness on this to the American Black ancestors that fought to be treated as citizens, fought to sit there and have some kind of equality, and not to sit there and be fighting for border breaking illegal immigrant personnel that will sit there and walk over the bodies of Black American pain, right? Bad seeds sitting there like the Derek Chauvin type people, right? The ones just like that. And the list goes on. That will sit there and walk right past Black Americans going through that kind of Black pain by bad seeds. They'll walk right past if they were seeing some Ku Klux Klan type people about to lynch up a Black woman or Black man. They walk right past them. Actually, they wouldn't walk. They'll do this.
Exit station left.
Yes, the insultingness of this to help out some border breaker illegal immigrant personnel. So let me go ahead and share my screen and play this particular initial video on this situation. So make sure you can see this on that part. Make sure that's good to go on that. All right. Jackson, Mississippi, Black woman arrested for human smuggling of border breaker illegal immigrants in Texas. Now you look at that picture of her. That's an embarrassment. They would look at her like, this is what Black American women look like. There are some beautiful Black American women that don't look like this, right? But the system makes sure to show these type of Black women that look like this, right? So let me read this little bit of it. Today is September the 2nd, 2025. Jackson, Mississippi, a Jackson, Mississippi Black woman basically is now in custody in Texas in connection with an alleged human smuggling incident of border breaker illegal immigrants. A trooper with the Texas Department of Public Safety pulled Shakira Dominique Jordan back on August 27, 2025. The incident was captured on body cam surveillance and has since been posted on X. So let me go ahead and make sure this is available here. You can see that. All right. This is an embarrassment, right? It's an embarrassment.
I was there. This
You were going to speed limit? Okay. Do you have your driver license?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Go ahead and step out for me right here. Who's that in the back seat? Go here. Right here. Hi.
Hey.
Who's that in the back seat?
My friend.
Your friends?
Yes. I'm dropping off some friends for a friend.
You're dropping off some friends for a friend?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So who's in the back? The passenger is your friend?
Yes. The passenger.
Who's in the back seat?
I don't know her. She's a friend of them.
She's a friend of them?
Yeah, the other. Yeah.
Okay. Do you have your driver license?
Yes, it's in my
it's in the car?
purse. Yes.
Okay. Do me a favor. Go ahead and turn around for me.
Yes, ma'am. Oh no! What am I doing?
Right now, you're being detained. You're fine. You're fine, ma'am. Okay. Go ahead and breathe.
Because I'm not from here.
She's Spanish.
Spanish.
Okay, salte. Deja tu teléfono ahí.
3 Edward 060.
Espérate, no, siéntate.
Yeah, this guy's not really
Talking.
I don't know if he's from another country or what.
Here, I'll take him and I'll sit him.
I just gotta make sure he doesn't have any.
¿Tienes celular? I'll take this
He's
one.
got it in there.
Here. Cross your legs like that. Crucen los pies, siéntase. Crucen los pies. Cross like that.
And this is what this Black American woman was sitting there going from Jackson, Mississippi to whichever part of the southern part of Texas to go pick up these 4 border break illegal immigrants. And I think I read something else where she was paid like a few $100s. So they paid her half a penny of a dollar on that situation. Because how many human smugglers get paid thousands of dollars to smuggle border break illegal immigrants? So they sit there and still disrespected her still and paid her still, which has been wrong regardless, a few $100s. And that's what those border break illegal immigrants do every day, right? And they'll walk right past the bodies of Black Americans who are sitting there being victims of bad seeds and KKK type of member type people. They go right past them. So for this particular Black woman to sit there and help border break illegal immigrants and then start doing their little cry technique, right? She thought she was an Anglo Feminist, right? That she can sit there and play that kind of tactic, right? And Anglo Feminists already can't stand Black American women, and they use Black American women on a daily basis. This is what they think about Black women when they sit there using them. Right? And for her to sit there and come from Jackson, Mississippi, you're talking about racial segregation, super headquarters like some of the other southern states that had blatant anti-American Black laws and policies. What? Right? And for her to sit there and do that, it's like this situation from the great movie Mississippi Burning.
Where does it come from? All this hatred. Do you think it might be a little more serious than missing persons?
I don't think so, boy.
Some things are worth dying for.
You admire these kids, don't you?
Don't you?
Did it ever occur to them they would end up dead?
Maybe. I'm looking for some information.
I ain't got nothing to say to you, sir. Happening, ladies?
Do you honestly think you people be down here at all with one of those 2 white boys?
Maybe not, miss.
This is.
I guess they know we're here.
And I'm here to tell you our neighbors were happy. There was meeting in color. Kids came out here stirring things up. Before that, there wasn't anybody complaining. Nobody dared.
What's wrong with these people? What's wrong with these people?
So the insulting, so the insultingness of this black woman to help out these border break illegal immigrants is an insultingness and patheticism. And it's a different topic. I don't go into all that. And just like numbers of the dangerous, parasitic, black adjacent tethers. And again, I'm not talking about some of the good brothers and sisters from certain sections of the other places, put like that, because there are going to be a small amount that is allowed to come to America. The ones that are allowed to come to America relating to the black adjacent, black skinned ones and tethers, those are the ones that are very dangerous. Predominantly are dangerous and parasitic to black Americans, right? Because their hatred toward black Americans, but they fled, right? Which is a whole different topic in itself. And they certainly didn't have to worry about no Mississippi burning, right? Just like border break illegal immigrants have to worry about no Mississippi burning. So again, black Americans are going through so much black pain that many don't even see what's happening right now, but still tend to be the number one people in America that is the most openness to so many different people, and thinking because someone has a skin of black that they think that makes them their friend. That is sickness on that part. So let me go ahead and share my screen again. Almost finishing the show. Just like let me go. Hold on, give me a second. Let me go back here. Hold on. Where is that? Yeah, this is what I want to show here. This is one of the last artists I want to show. Trooper with the Texas Department of Public Safety pulled over Shakira, whatever, Dominique Jordan back on August 27, 2025. Let me make sure you can see that. All right, you can see that. All right. This guy, he might be from Afghanistan, one of the special interest countries and stuff like that, who surely won't give a dang about black Americans. But what I wanted to show is that the excuses that started to be made, that also was some interesting situations on this that was kind of can be observed in this situation that might have some truth on this situation, right? But let me just start with this. Furthermore, it's illegal to detain someone for a misdemeanor without first identifying who they were. Second, you didn't let her know why she was being detained. Third, she was providing proper identification, nor was she asked, was it okay to search your vehicle, which violates the 4th and 14th Amendment, illegally searching and seizure. Last, I did not hear not one officer around their eyes heard. So this was all BS. Those particular enforcement should be held accountable. How can you uphold the law and break it at the same time? Now, there is some interesting comments on that, because there are some bad seeds that do bad seed things out there every day. There are many type of auditors, what they call them out there, enforcement auditors that are showing certain types of bad seeds breaking constitutionality law, right? But those are different situations on that. We're not going to that part of it on that. So the thing I make it, because it's interesting on this part, because this is interesting on this sectionality. However, give me a second here. This other person said, hey, they don't want to hear that though. Another person said facts, but then we start getting into making excuses for this black woman who sit there and knowingly drove from Jackson, Mississippi to Texas, southern part of Texas, to pick up some border breaker illegal immigrant personnel, as if she's some kind of hapless victim. Oh God. Be respectful. Hold on. Be respectful of this MF about my mama. She was set up again, being acted as if she was hapless because she's skin folk. What does skin have to do with the setup? You too old to be on this bull ass Facebook, whatever it is. This other person, no, because they usually watch people who are sitting outside all day long and seeing them getting picked up in the middle of the night by out-of-state tag. Don't ask me how I know, but it's not hard or rocket science to know or to watch and see. That's a different topic. It's happened every day, border breaker illegal immigrants. And this is why I did a couple of different shows. I may forget. Hope I will not. But there's a couple of different, about 3 shows I did. Many other shows on border break illegal immigrant personnel, pseudo border break illegal immigrant personnel, numbers of ones that's being used their kids as pawns, etc. I put 3 of those videos, before I forget, I put 3 of those videos in the description if you're interested And by all means, if you like some of this show or some other shows, please think about liking or subscribing. If not, regardless, I appreciate this and enjoying to watch some of these shows. On that, let me see here. Hold on. I know her, and she is not a criminal. She was set up. I'm sure I will be praying for her family, for justice, for her. Everybody mistakes. Clearly watching the video, she only knew that guy. He set her up dirty of him. She didn't even know them. She was being nice. You see this little nonsensicalness. She voluntarily drove from Jackson, Mississippi to a southern part of whichever town or place in Texas to pick up these border breaker illegal immigrant personnel. But she's the victim, right? Now, they didn't even tell that woman what she was been detained for. They did not read her rights. I don't like this at all. I don't know if she's guilty or innocent, but I do know they did probably do their job. Poor her. She sounded so scared. Of course, she sounded scared. She played the pseudo Anglo Feminist card. Just happened to have black skin, right? You see how that goes. She wasn't playing. You think that was the first time she did that? Of course, it probably was not. She got caught this time, but she's the victim, right? Why? How was she set up? Does it even look like she knew what was going on? That's the same as you getting pulled over and taking a family member somewhere and they take you not knowing what's going on. How would you feel? What in the world they got anything to do with a piece of cocktail? That has nothing to do with a border break, illegal immigrant type of grabbing up them some southern part of Texas, and she dropped from Jackson, Mississippi. What they got to do anything? Not in the same category. Yes, she was. Bad choices made better choices. And Fred Sanford voice, you big idiot. Some people go hard in these comments on certain posts and are completely silent on others or whatever they anyway, so you get the point. There was many types of excuses being made for her, right? On that situation. Many excuses made for her. And she voluntarily knowing that she was going from Jackson, Mississippi to a southern parts of Texas to pick up these border breaker illegal immigrants. And when she got caught, it was like, oh my goodness, did she start playing the tears, the Anglo feminism tears, just without the certain types of Anglo feminism non-melanation version, right? Skin version. You see how that game goes. And how much has she probably shown disrespect to certain types of Black American males that she didn't listen to? You think she had a legitimate type of Black American male and he found out about this, he would be like, hey, what are you doing? Don't be picking up no border breaker illegal immigrant personnel. What are you doing? Right? They are sitting there, yes, a pseudo setting up because they're laughing at you. Right? So, before I forget now, I almost forgot. Let me show you a couple of those 3 different videos I said that I did some videos on. Make sure you can see that. This is one of them. And this is the description. You see how they just leisurely going over the border like it's nothing. The Real CP show, which is mine. The 11 million illegal immigration personnel white lie switcher, because there's no such thing as 11 million. I've been studying this for years. They've been talking about the same 10 million, 11 million for at least a minimum of 10 years. But at the same time, there's a minimum of around about 1 million that are gotaways that get away from various parts of enforcement. So how can it be 10, 11 million for the last 10 years when there's about close to 1 million or a little bit more than 1 million going across the borders every year illegally? Right? See how that game goes. Let me share let me go back. So let me sit there and share another video I did on these little tactics. That's inside of the description for anybody wants to interested in taking a look at that. This is another I did not too long ago on that. On the Real CP show, my channel. Anti-legal right-way immigration, terrorism, protesters, chaos. They want open borders. This is in California, parts of California. Does that look like they give a dang about any type of right way of legal immigration? They do not. They want open borders, right? And in certain parts of California, there are some Black Americans who know what I'm talking about, that there are certain numbers of Hispanicism, certain numbers of other cultures as well, the ones applies to, who are showing blatant anti-American Black hatred on a daily basis. You had some city council personnel in LA that normally said some anti-American Black hatred, right? On that. But they think that Black Americans so stupid that Black Americans supposed to be fighting for border breaking illegal immigrant rights, right? So that was another. And the last one I wanted to show you that is also in the description. What the link is this one right here, which is a very powerful one, because these are ones that not really shown too much as what they should. This Black teen in LA was racially attacked by numbers of Hispanics at a LA high school. How many numbers of Black American youth in some of these various schools in LA and some other places in California that have had blatant anti-American Black hatred toward them by certain types of Hispanics and certain some other type people, but especially blatant type anti-American Black hatred by certain type of Hispanics? Huh? The one applies to. So this was an interesting show in itself I did on that. That's not talked about enough. So the thing about it is, I hope this was an interesting show on that, because unfortunately, these things are not talked about enough, because the thing about it is, it's too many Black Americans that are sitting there that's being too gullible and too naive to these little tactics that's going on toward Black Americans every day, and also including the hatred from certain numbers of Black adjacent hotter tethers from certain sections of Africa. The ones that applies to certain types of Caribbean islands, the one that applies to, right? Because there's no Pan-African unity. You got 50-some plus countries and several hundred languages, several hundred tribalism situations, and many don't like each other, right? So you got some Black Americans that romanticize about Africa. There certainly is no Pan-Caribbean love at all. Is how many people said you got some Jamaican people that are hated by some other Caribbean islands personnel. Look what's going on in Haiti. There's no Pan-Caribbean love jumping up and down about Haiti situation. There's no Pan-Caribbean love sitting there saying, hey, you supremacist people, stop doing that to Cubans, right? Cuba is probably going to be a super luxurious island eventually one day if supremacists really can get their grips on that. Cuba is one of the biggest islands, gigantic islands in the Caribbean. You best believe they're trying to put certain people in certain positions because they want that island. They know it is a gigantic money field of luxurious opportunities to be there on that. So I thank you for tuning in to the Real CP Show.
All this hatred. Do you think it might be a little more serious than missing persons?
I don't think so, boy.
Some things are worth dying for.
You admire these kids, don't you?
Don't you? Did it ever occur to them they're going to end up dead? Maybe. I'm looking for some information.
I ain't got nothing to say to you, sir.
Happening, ladies?
Do you honestly think you people be down here at all with one of those two white boys?
Maybe not, miss.
This is.
I guess they know we're here.
And I'm here to tell you our neighbors were happy. Several feet in color. Kids came out here stirring things up. Before that, there wasn't anybody complaining. Nobody dared.
What's wrong with these people?